Ethan lived in a small village, where he worked as a gardener, tending to the lush fields and orchards that surrounded his home. He loved nurturing plants and watching them grow, but he often dreamed of traveling and exploring the world beyond his village. One day, he received a letter from his cousin, Clara, who lived in a bustling city. The letter read, "Dear Ethan, please come visit me. I have something important to show you." Curious, Ethan decided to make the trip. He packed a small bag with clothes and gardening tools and boarded a bus to the city. The journey was long, and Ethan watched as the scenery shifted from green fields to towering buildings and concrete streets. When he arrived, Clara was waiting for him at the station. "Ethan, it's so good to see you," she exclaimed, hugging him. "I've missed you." "I've missed you too, Clara," Ethan replied. "What's this important thing you want to show me?" "Come with me," Clara said. They walked through the busy streets until they reached a large building with a sign that read Green Horizons Community Garden. Clara explained, "I work here. We help people learn about sustainable gardening and environmental conservation." Inside, Ethan saw people of all ages planting, composting, and learning about eco-friendly practices. Clara introduced him to Ms. Patel, the director. "Ms. Patel, this is my cousin Ethan. He's a skilled gardener." "Nice to meet you, Ethan," Ms. Patel said. "We need someone like you. Can you help us revive our community garden and teach others about sustainable gardening?" Ethan was surprised but agreed without hesitation. Over the next few days, he worked with the people at the garden, teaching them how to grow vegetables, compost waste, and care for the soil. He enjoyed sharing his knowledge and felt proud of his contributions. One evening, Clara invited Ethan to dinner. They reminisced about their childhood and shared their dreams. Ethan confessed, "I've always wanted to travel and see the world, but I never had the chance." Clara smiled. "Ethan, you're helping so many people here. You're making a real difference." Her words stayed with him. The next day, Ms. Patel approached Ethan with a special project. "We're creating a green space for the children in the neighborhood. Will you help us design and plant a garden where they can play and learn?" Ethan eagerly agreed. He worked tirelessly with the team, designing the garden, planting trees, and creating a small pond. The children watched with excitement, eagerly awaiting the garden's completion. Finally, the day of the opening ceremony arrived. The entire neighborhood gathered to celebrate. Clara gave a heartfelt speech. "Thank you, Ethan, for your hard work and dedication. You've made this possible." Ethan felt a deep sense of pride as he watched the children explore the garden, planting seeds and learning about nature. After the ceremony, a young girl named Mia approached him. "Thank you, Mr. Ethan," she said. "This is the most beautiful garden ever." Ethan smiled. "I'm glad you like it, Mia. Take good care of it." As the weeks passed, Ethan continued to help at the garden. He taught gardening classes, planted more trees, and made many new friends. He felt like he was part of a big family. One day, Ms. Patel called a meeting. "We have an exciting opportunity," she announced. "A community in another city needs our help. They want us to visit and share our knowledge about sustainable gardening." Ethan was thrilled. He had always wanted to travel, and now he had the chance. "I'd love to go," he said. The team prepared for the trip, packing tools and seeds before setting off by bus. The journey was long, but Ethan enjoyed the new scenery. When they arrived, they were warmly welcomed by the people at the new community. Ethan and his team spent weeks working with the community. They planted gardens, taught composting techniques, and helped set up a rainwater harvesting system. Ethan felt happy and fulfilled, realizing he was living his dream of traveling and helping others reconnect with nature. One evening, after a long day of work, Ethan and his new friends sat around a bonfire, sharing stories and laughter. A young man named Javier said, "Ethan, you've inspired us. You taught us more than just gardening, you taught us to care for the earth." Ethan was touched. "Thank you, Javier. I've learned a lot from all of you too." As the trip came to an end, Ethan felt sad to leave his new friends, but grateful for the experiences he had. The team returned home, and Ethan resumed his work at the original garden. He continued to travel to different places, helping communities and sharing his knowledge. Years passed, and Ethan became known as a master gardener and environmental advocate. He wrote a book about his experiences, inspiring many people to embrace sustainability and care for the planet. His life was filled with adventures, friendships, and meaningful work. One day, Ethan received a letter from Mia, the girl who had thanked him at the garden opening. The letter read, "Dear Mr. Ethan, I'm now a gardener too. I want Dee to thank you for inspiring me. I'm helping create green spaces in our town. I hope to make you proud." Ethan smiled as he read the letter, feeling proud of the impact he had made. He continued to travel and help people, knowing his work was making a difference. Ethan lived a fulfilling life, always learning, teaching, and helping others. His story inspired many to follow their dreams and make the world a greener, healthier place. Through his journey of service and adventure, he had found his purpose and happiness. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next video.